cosmetic surgery versus natural beauty.
You know, I'm sure my daughter is gonna be the most beautiful girl in the world, whatever. If her nose is really bad, I probably would be the parent, like, hey girl, like, get your nose done for graduation before you go to college. I know that sounds really shitty.
No,
but like,
no matter how much cosmetic surgery you receive, you're thinking of little things you can change about your body constantly. Men have no clue what's natural and what's not. And on her social media, literally everybody's like, that's what a natural beauty looks like. There's not 1 inch on her body that I did not operate on. Well, I think they appreciate a natural result. They don't want your skin falling off your skeleton. They don't want your boobs down to here.
Today we're going to be reacting to a Jubilee video that caught my attention. If you don't know what Jubilee is, it's a YouTube channel that's known for, how can I sum it up in one sentence?
I mean, you deserve to be depressed if you're fat.
Because not everyone thinks like that.
We need to do it with sluts. We need to shame fat people. We need to shame everybody. Because
They're known for creating these one-of-a-kind, unique social experiments, for lack of better words. I specifically have one segment that they do that's called Middle Ground, certain topic that they like to debate, usually in the form of a this or that format. Is this position correct or is this position correct? One of the subset topics that I want to react to under this video is I love the way I look. Instantly when I clicked on it, I was like, I'm probably gonna have to make a video about this. I'm also curious to hear other people's perspectives first.
I love the way I look. Will the agreeers please step forward?
I would love to get some things done, have a little more money in the bank. Obviously nobody loves themselves 100% when they look in the mirror. I mean, maybe you do, but.
Because you only had one procedure, right? It was just the lips.
Yeah, just
How
the
much do
lips,
you
and
think
I've had Botox. Well,
Yo, can I just say that this girl, Daphne, both of them have said that they've just gotten Botox and filler. I could not tell. Usually when people shed negative light on Botox and filler is when the face looks very like hard and swollen, almost as if you've been punched in the face. I cannot tell with especially Daphne.
Botox, it literally makes your face look so much clear. I don't know how to explain it, so.
Like filters you.
Yeah, literally. I mean, it goes away, so I don't have it right now. And then all my hair is fake. Something happened in college and literally all my hair fell out. And it was like, my hair was like so much of my beauty. It was like my identity, and I spend so much money on like K-tips.
Do you think that you would be sitting here right now as an agreeer, I love the way I look, if you didn't have these procedures done?
No.
Oof. I mean, that's sad to hear, and I guess it is to a certain extent, not liking the way you look naturally, not loving the way you look, and feeling the need to change yourself to feel beautiful. It's sad. It's not ideal. It's definitely not ideal, at least. She's like, I love the way I look, and then she starts to list all of the stuff she's had done. So it's like, okay, you love the way you look now. Would you have loved yourself without all of the procedures? Would you still love yourself if you had the wrinkles on your forehead, said your hair was falling out? Would you like yourself bald, patches missing? And this is not me listing them as negative things. I'm not making fun of that by any means. I'm saying that was your state before. Would you have come in here and sat in this circle, held hands in this circle if you still looked like that? Would you still come up here and sit in this circle? She's like, oh.
It turns out I never finished my point
In that
because
case,
I got sidetracked.
no.
But what I was trying to argue here is that I find it kind of sad that she's ultimately arguing, I love the way I look now, which is also subject to change because I still have a bunch of insecurities. And the things about hair loss and the things about her forehead wrinkles, at one point that was her natural state. And she considered that unattractive and she didn't like it, so she wanted to change it. And as I go along in the video, you'll hear me talk about my own insecurities and how I basically say some of the same things that she's said. And when you say it yourself, like, sort of feels like it's not a big deal or it's not that intense, but to hear somebody else say it, it's just so sad that we truly don't like our natural states and we're willing to go through these crazy measures to change it. It's ultimately sad. But it's also sad to sit there and not like yourself and not be able to do anything about it except sit with those feelings.
I also recognize that a lot of my stance comes from a place of privilege because, like I said, never had to have braces. Like, I didn't really have to do a lot to be conventionally passing as attractive. You know what I mean? Like, I just kind of existed, and I was like, ah, thanks, guys.
Ooh, Nikki clocked us. Honestly, I'm not mad at Nikki. She was 100% and said, look, I've never had to get plastic surgery, alter the way I look. I was blessed to be conventionally attractive. Therefore, I love the way I look. Period. And that was the end of her segment. Like, there's literally nothing else after that. She didn't have any consistencies with her argument. She was like, listen, I'm not like other girls. Y'all are maybe it's Maybelline. maybe she's born with it right here. It makes sense that she's a fan of natural beauty because she sees herself as naturally, conventionally beautiful. Even the way she phrases her sentence, I never had to do, oh, I never needed to do anything to this. I never needed braces, those ugly things that you guys probably had, right? To fix the bucks that some of y'all probably have had, right? Even the way she phrases her statement, she's listing something she considers conventionally unattractive: bad teeth, braces. I'm team natural beauty because it worked for me. I'm team natural beauty because my natural beauty falls in the lines of conventionally attractive. I'm pretty, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
Came to this country when I was 7 on the back of a pickup truck. My parents wouldn't let me wax my mustache, shave my legs. They're like, who are you shaving your legs for? It was a journey for me. I didn't get my confidence because of how I look. I had my confidence because of what my mom told me. My mom always told me, you're so beautiful, you're so smart, you have so much to offer.
I have top tier parents, okay? My parents have always let me know that I'm beautiful, that they love me no matter what. They've always encouraged me and let me know that I'm smart. They've never said anything that made me feel less than as a human, and I'm forever grateful for that. That being said, it has little to no effect on my perfectionism, my body image issues, what I see in the mirror. It has little to no effect, and it never really has. They always tried to support me and let me know, hey, you're in your head. This is a lie. Don't feed into that negativity. This is who you really are. Yet, here I sit, critiquing away everything that I do, what I look like. I just wanted to acknowledge that, yes, having that supportive background is vital, I would say, because had I not had that and had I been left alone, yikes. But it is interesting how that sometimes even that isn't enough.
So what procedures have you done on yourself?
So the first 2 procedures that I started with were Botox and filler in my temples, under eyes, laugh lines, lips, marionette lines, and my entire jawline. Botox and my bunny lines here, and my masseters, because I also get lockjaw if I don't, because I clench all the time.
I find it interesting that she's had all of these procedures done herself. Botox in her forehead, under eye. I didn't even recognize some of the body parts that she named, but like under eye, masseter, frown line, chin. But she's sitting in the circle right now that says, I love the way I look. Do you love the way you look only because of the procedures you had? Did you love the way you looked before? If you love the way you look before, why are you getting the procedures? You love the way you looked before and you thought everything was fine, nothing needed to be changed, then why did you change it into something you consider better, more beautiful, something that made you feel less insecure? Well, what does that mean? Doesn't that mean, by definition, that you didn't really love the way you look?
How much of like your procedures do you feel makes you love the way you look?
It doesn't matter as much to me because I have done so many other things that I gain confidence from. My confidence comes from my core values and on the inside, but I'm able to also be artistic. And I love to sculpt in the past, and I love to draw in the past, and now I get to do that on humans and make them feel great.
Okay, after hearing her go into further detail, I kind of understand her point of view. She loved the way she looked before, but that she's an artist and likes to create and sculpt. Artists, they love their sculptures, they love the paintings that they make. I imagine while they're making it, sometimes they're thinking, this is nice, how can I make it more beautiful? It looks fine as it is, but sometimes they're like, let me just add a little something here. It's almost experimental. How far can I go with what I created? The issue is, we're not talking about paintings. We're not talking about sculptures. We are talking about you as a human being. If you consider yourself art, then could what you're adding be considered too excessive? That's where the danger lies, of not knowing when to stop. All those things add up until eventually, like they say, you're a completely different person. Now, whether that makes you feel good or not, that's completely up to you. It's making her feel better. Creds to her. I'm glad that she feels better, and I'm glad that she loves the way she looks.
Personally, have never been more confident in my entire life. And it's a little bit of a problematic statement because technically it is a mental issue that maybe I could have gone to therapy for and not done the bodily changes. It would be irresponsible for me not to acknowledge that. But at the end of the day, I make money off my looks, and I've always loved the fake, exaggerated look. It's always what I wanted and admired for myself. I'm very happy with how I look now.
And I believe this girl, she's an OF creator, and she says that she capitalizes off the way she looks. To know that you're making money off of looking a certain way That isn't you. Basically playing a losing game. Eventually everything's going to catch up with you and you'll just go in this cycle of trying to look like something that you're not, and people telling me it's still not the same, it's not what I want it to be, so you try and alter it again, and then that gets messed up and you try and alter it again and again and again, and then this thing falls apart, so now you got to fix this because you're aging, and then this falls apart. Trying to keep up with that whole market. Being a model or any situation where I have to capitalize off of my beauty when it's not even my beauty to begin with. I can't imagine.
It's a spectrum every day, all the time, throughout each day. I'm extremely judgmental on myself and just the entire world, and my worst critic. I'm super perfectionist, even though I absolutely know that there is no such thing as perfection. I'm always nitpicking at myself on a mental, physical, emotional aspect.
This is my twin. Twin, where have you been? Giselle, me and you.
I love that I know that I'm in control of my progress and of the fact that life is just a process.
No, truly, because I don't want anyone to jump into the comments with concern or anything like that. My initial answer was, oh, no. And I mean that in a chill, nonchalant, honest way. I love what I can create myself into, but naturally, it's not my first reaction when I wake up and look in the mirror. It's to be like, oh yeah, look at you, girl. Go, girl. You're that girl. Never. Fresh face, no makeup, and then body, probably something I critique the most. I feel like I'm honestly built like SpongeBob, just a complete square. The chest, flat earther, nothing's there. I would love to just be like, I love that, but I don't. I've looked at people who have the same features that I quote unquote hate on myself, and I think they're gorgeous. I think they're beautiful, but it doesn't look right on my body. It doesn't look right here. It's a mental game. And I've always been overly critical, a perfectionist, if you will, regarding everything about me, this girl, since I was a kid. And I would love to sit here and tell you that I love myself and that I've been practicing self-love and self-care, and that's the reason that my character is way above letting someone inject cc's of poison into my skin or tip drill and hammer the bone structure of my face into someone's idea of beauty is what's stopping me from getting plastic surgery or doing these procedures. But the fact that I've gone to the lengths of doing makeup, changing my hair, makes me think that it's lack of resources and just not being exposed to these clinics. In my circle, a lot of people aren't doing this, but who knows, if I had everybody else that was getting lip filler, nose jobs, boob jobs, BBLs, if I knew these doctors, if I knew these surgery facilities, if it was that easy, I'd probably get that done. And that doesn't make me happy. I would like to believe that I wouldn't. I see this a lot with people in the media always talk about their insecurities, and that's what makes them unique, that's what makes them what they are, and they appear to have all of this self-love that they don't need to change their looks for anybody, and they backtrack and completely alter said insecurity into non-existence. It's like, what happened? I thought we loved it and embraced it and didn't care what the standard was, but now you're altering it. There are obviously two conflicting ideas going on here. Are my actions aligning with someone who loves themselves 100%? No. I don't wear makeup every day, but for the most part, if I'm going to be somewhere where I want to impress people, this is what I do. I don't show up as my natural self, and that's not the actions of someone who loves their natural self. This is how I feel most confident, and this is not 100% me. People can say like, yes, it's just makeup and it's just extensions. Well, yeah, it's that, but it's been normalized.
I've done a facelift, I've done my nose, I've done my lips, obviously, my forehead, done my body, obviously.
Gotcha.
And then I do maintenance, right? So I do my Botox, I do my fillers. I don't think we'll get the stuff that we had done if we were truly, truly happy with what we saw in the mirror. That's just my opinion.
See, this is exactly. So I'm not the only one who thinks that. I think, again, if you truly love the way you look, you wouldn't have changed it. And that's okay. When I love the way something looks, I don't change it. I keep it. I embrace it.
I hesitated walking up because I feel like if I was going to put it into perfect words, it's that I fall in and out in love with the way that I look on any given day.
Yeah,
and sort of training my brain as I'm developing, growing into myself to care more about being healthy and having health. I feel like that exudes beauty in a lot of different ways. And knowing that the moments where you do not love yourself are not really founded in reality. There's just something that we're creating for ourselves, or society is creating, or social media is creating, that don't need to be listened to as much as we're listening to it currently.
I feel like I align the most with Amala in the sense of I'm falling in and out of love with myself. It's a constant battle. I think that quite literally is the middle ground of the argument. Most of us, we don't like the way we look. Most of us don't consider ourselves attractive. Most of us have insecurities. And we try to tell ourselves that it's what makes us unique, it's what makes us beautiful, it's what makes us different. But that doesn't change the fact that the critic in us is still pointing out that insecurity, like, oh, that's ugly, oh, that's ugly, oh, that's ugly. And you're just like, no, it's pretty. And the next day, that's ugly. Oh, it's pretty. And it's this back and forth that never really ends. Some things you love about yourself, sometimes that doesn't get you very far. And that's okay. I think that's normal. I almost sometimes wish the message was, you are who you are. You're the only you. It is what it is. This is your face. There's more meaning to life. So just don't focus on it that much. You don't have to love it. You don't have to like it. Accepting your physical appearance might be more achievable than fully loving it, falling in love with it, if that makes sense. I don't want you to feel insecure. I don't want anyone to feel insecure. I would love for everybody to just be happy with who they are and not feel horrible. That I would just love for everyone to not feel horrible at all, honestly. So the way we looked, I just wish it wasn't even a conversation. Please don't feel down about the way you look. Try not to if you can. I know it's hard. Again, I talk about my struggles, but just try. Can keep trying. It's a up and down process. But that being said, thank you so much for watching my video today. Let me know what other videos you want to see. I've actually filmed a couple of them and the footage has gotten corrupt and I don't have the proper equipment to do this whole YouTube thing just yet. So my attempts aren't being met with success. My social medias and links are in the description below, so follow me on all of my accounts to keep up with me there. I was thinking about creating a Twitch account. Let me know if anybody would be interested in that. I have no idea how to use Twitch for myself. I'm still trying to figure it out and I haven't yet been able to do it. I sound like a dinosaur, but I haven't been able to figure that out. I'm watching a lot of streams and stuff on there and I think that would be fun. I just got to figure out, Thank y'all for watching and bye.